Velocity Control is an Avid AAX MIDI plugin that lets you take incoming MIDI velocity data and modify it in several different ways. MIDI plugins are now part of Pro Tools instrument tracks and allow you to manipulate incoming MIDI data in real time. Velocity Control is included with all Pro Tools offerings, from Intro up to Ultimate. The following examples show some ways that Velocity Control can be used. The Velocity Control plugin has two separate sections. The top section lets you select the range of the incoming notes by their velocity values or pitch values. The bottom control section modifies the velocity of the notes selected above. You can modify by filtering out, setting to a preset value, adding or subtracting by a set value, or scaling by a percentage. There are also settings to randomize values and limit between a range of values. Hover your cursor over any of the parameters to see a description in the Tooltips area at the bottom of the plugin window. We have an arpeggiated synth line where all of the notes are set to the same velocity. Let's use Velocity Control to add some dynamic motion to the part. Set pitch in the range section to all except and the note range from C4 to C5, as we want to leave the top notes of the line at their existing velocity. In the control section, select Subtract by a value of 50, check Randomize, and set the value to 30%. This will lower the velocity of the lower notes by a random lower value to give the line some dynamic motion without extensive editing. Next, we have a simple kick, snare, and hi-hat drum groove. The velocities of all the instruments are very dynamic. Let's take the kick and the snare and make them more consistent without losing their dynamics. Set the pitch to only include C1 to D1, which corresponds to the kick and snare notes. For control, select Scale by 50%, and limit the range between 70 and 127. This will make the kick and the snare louder while retaining their overall dynamics.